What's up, family? We back with another rumbling conversation. I'm fired up, man. We back with another rumbling conversation, baby. I don't know if y'all. I'm fired up. Cause y'all see who the other live. You want to go to it, go to Isaiah Pilson 360 on the other page on YouTube and check out that live and see what's going on, man. But you see that we fired up, man. Like, there's no way you gonna say that you're gonna knock somebody out. And I just took y'all through the resume over on the other page, right? So let's do this real quick. Let's uh let's do this real quick. Let's share the screen. Let's share. All right. Now let's. This is Terrence resume, right? Terrence started in 2008, right? Errol started. Errol started in 2012, right? By the fifth fight, right? One, two, three, four, five. By the fifth fight, Errol jumped up the competition, was fighting people 16 to 4, 11 to 3, right? Let's go back over to Terrence. One, two, three, four, five. He didn't jump up to fight competition. Six, not yet. Seven, not yet. Eight, not yet. Nine, not yet. 10, he jumped up to fight a guy that was 23 and 45. The 10th fight, let's see what Earl was doing in the 10th fight. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Okay, Earl fought a guy that was undefeated in 9 fights, 15 and 0. Then he fought a guy that was 17 and 11. And that's 12 and 6, 12 and 11, 23 and 3. Let's go back to 10. The 10th fight is when he started getting the the recognition that he deserved, right? The 10th fight, right? Now let's look at the last in his career, right? Because we went through his career the last fight on the last show. Let's look at the last end of his career, right? Let's look at the last one. David Avenese was 29 and 3, was 29 and 2, 31 and 3, 39 and 2, 21 and 0, 33 and 4, 27 and 0, 18 and 0. Let's go over here to Terrence. I mean to that is Terrence. Let's go ahead and 27 and 4, 36 and 2, 30 and 2, 39 and 0, 35 and 3, 36 and 1, 33 and 1, 21 and 2, 26 and 2, 23 and 1, 20. What is you guys saying when y'all saying that he did not fight the competition? Earl did not fight the competition that Terrence fought. What in your mind is making you say some things like this that's completely idiotic? What in your mind? What in God's green earth will make you say something like that that's completely idiotic? He hasn't fought competition when you're seeing the different competition that he's fighting. It's incredible. It's incredible what this man is doing. And what in your right mind is making you say that he did not fight that competition? Damn flies get on my nerves. What in your right mind is making you say that? Right? Okay, let's do this real quick. Right? Because I've been watching certain things, right? Watch out. Watching some certain things because I don't understand. It's like it's blasphemous, y'all. It's like it's evil. Like, you know what I mean? They keep saying, and Terence Crawford, and the reason why I'm saying this is because Terence Crawford came up with this big thing, right? He's going to knock Errol out, right? And I'm saying that he's not going to knock Errol out. This is Terence coming up with these delusional things in his mind. You know why he coming up with these delusional things in his mind? It's because he hasn't been inside there with the competition that Earl been inside there with. So him taking a step up in competition, he thinks that everybody else behind him that he was fighting was a step up in competition. So he don't know that he's really inside there with a monster, with a dog, with the truth. He don't know that. He thinks that he's still inside there with the other competition that he has been fighting. And I'm not never ever going to say that a guy is trash. Listen, I have boxed in my life. I'm trash. I know how it is to 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 want to be a top fighter and just never gain that aspiration. Never. I know how that is. I know how it is to train to be a top fighter. I know how it is to do certain things to be a top fighter. So I would never say that a fighter is trash, right? I would never say that. But we gotta be honest. We gotta be honest. And being honest is not lying to ourselves and saying, "Oh man, this guy did this, but look what I done done." And I think that Terence Crawford has a team that lies to him. Like his team on a regular lies to him every single day, right? So I want to do this real quick. I want to pull up Terence Crawford getting robbed compared to Errol Spence getting robbed. Because this is what this man said, right? He's going to drop Errol. And it can't be done, right? I'm just saying, I'm just being honest right now, y'all. What he's saying that he's going to do can't be done. It hasn't been done. Errol hasn't even been rocked good enough, whereas though Terrence could say something like that, right? But let's do this. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. This is the things that I speak on. All right, now let's keep going. Let's keep going. Look at the difference in getting rocked. Look at the different abilities that he's doing when he's getting rocked. Look at it. There's a difference, y'all. There is a difference, y'all. There is a difference. You cannot tell me that there's not. There is a difference. You cannot say that when Terrence get rocked, and Errol get rocked. They don't have a difference of a reaction. Errol fighting competition, and the reason why I keep saying this over and over again, hear me out on this, you guys. When you fight competition, that rock thing starts getting old. You start understanding how to deal with certain situations. When Floyd got rocked by Shane Mosley hit him with shots after that was clean. Not that many, but he hit him with a couple shots that was clean. You know what I mean? He was in a fight with him. So he got hit with a couple shots that was clean. But you know what never happened? Floyd never got rocked again. That's a vet preparing yourself for the inevitable, understanding what's happening. So when certain things happen and you see that these certain guys are saying certain things and the competition that they have fighting, they have fought is different. And then you see them they saying things like, I'm gonna knock this guy out. Right? You seeing Terence Crawford, right? Says, I'm gonna knock uh I'm gonna knock Errol out. Right? You see Terence Crawford, he said that. Nobody that put words in. He said that. He's gonna knock it. It's because of not understanding or not respecting the competition that you're in front of. That's all it is not respecting the competition that you're in front of. And it's validated. I'm not just talking out my ass because you haven't been in front of that type of competition. So you believe that you can and yo, Earl says that I mean Terrence Crawford says that Rocky 3 is his favorite movie. I understand why. Like I understand why because in Rocky 3, Rocky was being Mr. T was lighting shit up. And Rocky wasn't really fighting a lot. And you remember when Rocky went to Mickey and Rocky said, Mickey, um, this guy said I haven't been fighting nobody. Why haven't he said and Mickey was like, you haven't. He said, what you like the fight the fix? He was like, no. He's like, they was worthy opponents. They wanted to win, but they was has been. And I think that Terrence views Errol like that. He believes that Errol is fighting nobody. Like the way that he disrespected. Let me show y'all this real quick. The way that he disrespected uh the way that he disrespected Danny Garcia record is crazy. It was asinine. But look, boxing 24/7. Terence Crawford said that he's gonna knock out Errol Spence Jr. Alan Fox, Terence Crawford said today during the meeting workout that his plan on keeping his perfect record in Vegas. This is what this man is saying, right? This is what this man is saying. By beating Errol Spence Jr. by knockout on Saturday night at the T-Mobile Arena. That's what he said. The overall energy and and the look on Crawford's face is like a man that knows he's doomed. Heading into the first loss of his career. Heading towards the first loss of his career. As if he knows he's about to take a 36,000-foot plunge into the deepest part of the ocean going against the big fish, Errol Spence. Crawford 39-0 record looks slightly drained today. Oh, Crawford 39-0 looks slightly drained today, showing efforts of his weight loss and reacting to the 147 limit for Friday weigh-in. This is what this man says. I'm not putting words in his man's mouth. Paul. I'm not doing nothing that's disrespectful. That's what this man said, right? So he disrespected Danny Garcia record, right? So can Danny Garcia record stand the test of time with him? Now we know that Danny Garcia fought David Benavidez, right? The one that he watched, what Terence Crawford watched, right? We know Danny Garcia knocked him fuck out the same way, right? I don't give nobody credit because if y'all was in the amateurs, y'all would know how good uh, the Benavidez was, right? I forgot about Danny Garcia pop out. The Benavidez was, but let's get this straight, right? Danny Garcia is a good friend of mine from Philadelphia, right? And the way that he came at Danny's record was disrespectful, right? So let's look at Danny's record, right? Jose David Benavidez was 27-1. Terence beat him, so we give Terence Crawford for that, right? Terence got a little upside, but Terence beat him when he was younger, right? See this. Errol Spence is the next one. Ivan Redcatch is the next one. The next one, 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 next one. This is one of the best ones. Lucas Matisse said one of the best ones. But to Terence Crawford, that ain't nothing. I mean, this hurt me right here, even though Dad was old at that point in time. This hurt me. Didn't want to have that hurt me. Eric Morales was amazing. American, he didn't beat American that was already beat. He beat an American that was legit. Eric Morales, Kendall Hope. Kendall Hope was Nate Campbell was a monster. Y'all disrespect Danny, but Danny really beat some champions, bro. Danny really beat some guys, bro. But that's what Terence Crawford says about Danny Garcia. And his resume is stacked more than you got Kendall Hall, you got Eric Morales, you got America, and you don't have them. You have them in 2012. This is when they were scary. And these are your what fights? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Nate Campbell, 22. So starting 22 fights, you're starting to get some guys that's really, really difficult to fight, and you're beat. Nate Campbell, Kendall Hall, Eric Morales, American, Zab Judah, Lucas Batista, all these guys that has a name. He beat Nate Campbell, a Hall of Famer, Kendall Hall, a Hall of Famer, Eric Morales, a Hall of Famer, uh, American, a Hall of Famer, Zab Judah, a Hall of Famer, Lucas Batista is a Hall of Famer, Paulie Malignaggi, a Hall of Famer, Lamont Peterson, a Hall of Famer. Robert Guerrero might be a Hall of Famer. He didn't beat. This was his first loss. His first loss that was close. That was close. I don't think he lost against Sean Porter, but I don't think that he lost against Sean Porter again. But that's what y'all guys want to say. That's what y'all guys. But look at the people that this man is putting his record up against, daring to be great, daring to be great. And then you got people that really have a nerve to say certain stuff about certain fighters. And I'm talking about Terence Crawford. I'm talking about Terence Crawford. Yes, you have a nerve to say something about a man that has beat competition like he did. You have a nerve to sit there and say, oh, well, data, 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 data. Bro, this man has beat top competition. We're waiting on you to 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 go up to that upper level where we can see that you got this competition, you're knocking them out. We're waiting. We want you to do that. It's just upsetting, man, when you get like the big. We're in this big fight, right? And we're seeing certain things in this big fight, and we're understanding that we're not gonna be lying to each other. But we got Terence Crawford. Like, look at this. It's sort of like it's uncomfortable the way he's showing up, like the way he. It's sort of like it's uncomfortable, but this y'all guy. This is who y'all guys picking to fit. This is who y'all think that's gonna be the best. This is who y'all think that's gonna win. This is who y'all think. And I'm not knocking y'all guys for having any opinion about this guy because Terence Crawford is a hell of a fighter. Is a hell of a fighter. Is a hell of a fighter. But to be honest and to be real, I always do that to my goddamn hair, yo. This hat always do this to my damn hair. Let me see. Let me pull a screen out. Make sure I got all this shit off my head. Remove this real quick. Yeah, I'm just being real, yo. I'm not trying to be an asshole or try to be nothing of the sort. I'm just stating facts here. You know what I mean? Over and over and over and over again, we get, we're told that this is supposed to go this way. This is supposed to go this way, but it's not. We're just stating facts here. So y'all, I don't know if y'all seen the fault fight, right? But let's break down. Let's do some highlight analysis and break this shit down because a lot of people, yo, what's going on with your man fault, right? Uh, and I'm kind of like sick of it, kind of, because I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, do whatever you can do. Hit the like, subscribe to the page. You're watching this later or whatever. Do whatever you can do. Yo, you can support the channel. Please, man. Marketing Drop 360. Y'all see the Cash App down there, man. Hook a brother up. You know what I mean? Do it. You know what I mean? Show me some love. You know what I mean? This is the countdown. You know what I mean? This is the countdown. Like, so in the countdown, this is what we do. But yeah, you know, change 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 Man, it's crazy, yo. This man is crazy, yo. Going to say that he's going to KO Errol Spence Jr. and you never been in no ring with no competition like that ever. You gonna KO this man. It's disrespectful, man. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's disrespectful. Episode 3 of the countdown, y'all. And yeah, it's disrespectful, man. Disrespectful. Some of the things that you hear this guy saying, man, it's disrespectful. But I'm telling people like this. As when this fight is made, right? When this fight was made, right, we knew that this was something that could happen. Like the disrespectful of Errol Spence. I actually thought that, and honestly, I don't know. Maybe it just haven't got like that. I thought that it was gonna be a little bit more disrespect. Like, and I'm being honest. I thought that it was gonna be a little bit more disrespect. I'm actually kind of like surprised that they're both like it's like being respectful. I'm happy for them too. That they're both as being respectful of each other. Nobody has disrespected each other. But I'm starting to think that it's coming. Like, you know what I mean? Like that disrespect thing is coming. You like, you know what I mean? It might not be here right now, but it's coming, y'all. It's coming. So let's do this real quick. Cause I want y'all to, you know what I mean? When we talk about this knockout and stuff like that, I like to get into the nuance of the thing. What happened, right? What happened, right? Because I mean, to me, he hit Fulton with a good shot, right? And it looked like the second shot, like had how Greg said, actually woke Fulton up, right? The first shot it looked like it put him out, but I was just so from the very first beginning of the fight, right? With the Fulton and NUA fight, from the very first beginning, right? I was so shocked of what was happening because like the first 10 10 seconds of the fight, Fulton comes out and stand in front of me, and I guess Fulton was like, "I'm gonna fight this motherfucker." You know, we from Philly, so I'm gonna fight this motherfucker. And I think that that was the wrong approach to the fight, but he did what he had to do. You know what I mean? So let's watch this. Real quick. I don't know if it looks horrible on y'all screen, but yeah, it looks horrible. So I'm gonna stop playing it because it look horrible. It's running way more fast on my screen. It's running slow as shit for y'all. But I'm gonna stop playing it. But y'all, uh, the wide hook that he hit Fulton with was incredible from a distance angle, from a distance aspect of it. Like how good, and that's one of the things that I only found good from this guy. I don't think that, you know what I mean? I don't know about the power. You know what I mean? I'm not being no sore loser or nothing. I just don't know that it's the power what they say. Like, you know what I mean? I just don't know that the power is what they say it is. I'm not like trying to say nothing about. I just don't think that the power is there. Like, you know what I mean? I think that, you know what I mean, no needle there when you got two fighters that I really respect that complained about certain issues of anyway. And I know a lot of people don't like that I say this stuff. I lose so many followers. I watch it. I lose so many people by saying certain opinions that's not popular. But that's my opinion. I don't care. That's my opinion. I'm not trolling. I'm not doing nothing. That's my opinion. So me just saying that I don't believe that these fighters is, you know what I mean? That's my opinion. That's that's just humble. It's my opinion. Yo, it's a Errol Spence too. It's really an Errol Spence in boxing. He's 2-4. He's 2-4. No pitching for this guy. 44. Why is that? Why is they saying stuff about golden gloves when this is pro fight? Mm. So it is a Errol Spence, y'all. That's funny. I want to know back in the day that he had to like he used to get mad about that. That mix up your shit, yo. That definitely mixed up your shit. Yeah, man. But I think that this is going to be a tremendous fight. I think that we got so much on the. I think that this is so much of a huge fight, and now because I'm having people like my mom. I hate that it does this and shit. It's great. Tries to put parental control in it. Like my let's do it. Share the screen. So cool. My mom called me and asked me, "Yo, who you think gonna win?" I'm like, "Whoa!" Like, when you got situations like that where mom is calling, like that's when you know that the fight has just entered the very casual fan mindset, right? Because now you got people calling that would never call talking about certain situations and certain things, and it's like, yeah, it is exciting, and the more we get closer, like Friday, man, I'm planning on live streaming like for so long on so many days, like on Friday and shit. I'm planning on live streaming like mostly all day because you got so many things that's going to be happening within a day, and I just want to stay up on the information. You got so much stuff happening, like you know what I mean? That's going to be exciting. Let's go through some of these headlines this morning, y'all. I told y'all I don't think that at all that what you'll call it Chris Ebanks Jr. need to get in the ring with Liam Smith again. I think that Chris Ebanks Jr. need to write an apology to Liam Smith and leave that man alone. Liam Smith, and the reason why I say that is because wherever you know, he got destroyed, like straight up, like straight up and down, like. He destroyed that man. So you're saying that you're gonna fight him again? And I don't. To me, I don't believe that it's a good idea. You know what I mean? That's just what I think. You know what I mean? That's you know what I mean? The way. And another thing is that Ebanks needs to stop. If you're gonna train with Roy Jones, train with Roy Jones, but stop trying to fight like you know what I mean? What Roy Jones did is what Roy Jones did. Roy Jones is an incredible talent. Roy Jones has did incredible things in boxing, right? And you would never be able to do what Roy Jones did. I mean, athleticism, everything is on a different level. Bing, stop it, man. Stop it. If you're gonna fight, fight like yourself, man. So you won't have to. You won't go out. I think that he tried to do too much of the pairing and stuff like that, and it got him in trouble. Yeah, he don't have me asking him. You know what I mean? When they say stuff like that, he has asked all sorts of questions. Can he go as high as 135? And that's just because of Tank. You know what I mean? They want him to fight Tank. I don't know if you follow the fight fans, but I'm still buzzing to what I was privileged to have seen yesterday in Tokyo, Japan. Not there on the spot, but via Sky Sports here in the UK. I got Sky Sports cover everything in the UK. And you know, was a masterful, and he was. But this is the thing that I believe. You know what I mean? I kind of want to see him go somewhere other. I don't want to see him in Tokyo no more. He has to get out of Tokyo. He has to go to America. And the reason why I say this, and I say this very, very seriously, and you got to. The reason why he has to go to somewhere else because I want to make sure that he's doing everything and following everything by the rules. I don't. These guys overseas and stuff. I take everything that they do with a grain of salt. And I'm not saying that because he beat my guy. I get it. Everybody got to win. Everybody got to lose, right? But I take it with a grain of salt. You got guys doing certain things. You know, nobody talk about it. Anyway was moving up yesterday. That was him moving up, and that's what he did, moving up. So not to take that away from him. If he punch power is like that, and he's like that, right? And shout out to Fulton for saying he's going to bounce back. We know you're going to bounce back, man. Shout out to Fulton, man, for continue being a warrior and keep grinding, keep staying in the gym, keep getting better. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? You're already a great fighter, legendary fighter. You get them belts back. Don't worry about it. But when somebody moves up the weight and they're still knocking people out, moving up, that person hits very hard. But when I hear so many opponents from America and has fought in the United States complain about certain things, I have to start like really start being because I have to start being aware of what they're saying. Right? I gotta start being aware of what they say. I can't just keep letting that go because how strict it is in America with sports is never how strict it is in other places. And I feel as though a lot of times, like that hurt a lot of American fighters because when you go to other places and they don't follow the same rules as you be like, what the fuck? And that's what it's done, right? Okay, so let's look at his record. Fought in 21, Peter Peter Butler, 34 too. Pretty good record. Pretty good record. You know what I mean? Started off fighting a guy that was 16-4, then 9-10, then 7-2. So this is a pretty good record. But again, to me, you have to fight in America. For me to understand where you're coming from, and you we fighting and all that, you have to fight in America because America is just the way it's done, man. They make you go through these tests. They make you go through certain things. You gotta have certain aspects. You know, a lot of times I always say America is so legal that it hurts some of us because you know in Mexico you can say that you when you come to America you can say you have no fight. But in Mexico you can have 5 million fights. You can't go to Mexico from America and do that. Because America is immediately they're gonna immediately have your books. They're gonna immediately have your amateur books. They're gonna immediately know what you have done. Now everything is done online before you can carry a book around with you. So when when shit like that is done, it makes it unfair for American fighters because now you're on the aspect where as though you're having to literally fight guys that is cheating, but because you come from a country that you're upheld in, you have to uphold that. That that could be frustrating in some aspects, y'all. That could be frustrating in some aspects. Believe me, I know. I know. Like you gotta somebody you don't know if that guy cheating or you don't know if that guy dope or you don't know if that guy used certain doping drugs and but you gotta continue to be you. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta continue to be you and you don't know what they're doing. Like it's funny that everybody talks about double stacking now about the fight, but before Fulton Kent was argued about double stack. See what I'm saying? But now everybody's saying, oh, well, stack. No, but Fulton Kent was arguing about double stacking. Double, it's a difference. It's a difference. see if I can get somebody to show y'all difference of stacking and double stacking. That's what I'm trying to see. They try to show y'all the difference of stacking and double stacking. This William Smith forcing somebody to do it. Never seen it before.
My end goal was to be able to live in a cool city and have enough money to do fun things and enjoy my life. And
buscar al
You can't do. You can't stack. No.
What is stack?
You can't do bandage.
Okay.
Tape. Bandage. Tape. No.
Who say that?
Okay, we'll wait then and then get respect. So get it.
buscar al
Official. You can't do no bandage and then tape. Finish.
We can do both, but this is absolutely legal.
It's not
I've been
stacking. It's not.
I don't know what is
It's
stacking.
not stack. So bandage tape. No, it's not. It's not legal.
No, well,
Okay.
no, if it's not legal in this part, we can do the other
Yeah.
the other way. Don't
Right, no
worry.
problem.
Not a problem for me.
todo que viene ahora en inglés, ¿no?
Le pones un poco de acentillo y parece que sabes algo, pero
In the real meeting, it was no tape
what?
on the skin. Real meeting,
ajá.
no tape on skin.
¿Habéis estado en el
No, Urchi está bueno.
There is no tape in the skin.
I know, and then so it is bandage, as much bandage as you want.
I know.
Tape finish.
I know.
So
What I'm using bandage,
Tape.
and then I use tape and then bandage.
And then you're going bandage tape again. No, that's illegal. No.
Okay, let me see. Now that
It's called stacking. No, can't do it.
I never had this problem before, and I've been in many title fights, but we'll see.
Same.
I'm
I'm say that it's called stacking.
If
I'm waiting.
Yeah. Okay.
we're not trying to do nothing illegal, don't worry. Dos benditas de la gruesa, por favor.
Pero si el otro coge y hace lo mismo, se lo quita.
No, claro, hay que estar ahí atento y ya está.
Sí, pero
Ahora mano fuerte.
sí, que no pongan ven, sí, y venga.
Hello, everyone. There's some problem?
Liam, we're okay.
Later when we
What's the matter?
No, later when we start doing bandage, I put bandage, then I put tape, and then I start to put bandage again. And he told me in EBU, you don't,
It's not allowed.
Not allowed.
and I say we're not trying to do something illegal. I've been in a lot of places doing that, and
Okay.
but this
Are you agree now?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's gonna be here.
Okay.
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 So you see, that's illegal in that part, and that's just regular stacking. That's not even double stacking.
Meet 3 people who took control of their money with a Chase account.
That's not even double stacking. That's just stacking.
You can't hit behind the head. You can't hit below the belt. You can't. The belt line is questionable. What are the rules in boxing that are rules that they actually break them all the time, that they don't obey them?
No, well, there's a lot of times, a lot of low blows that don't that shouldn't be counted either, because you're throwing punches. Sometimes it goes a little bit over, but a lot of fighters complain or go down and take a few minutes up for a punch over here, or not really.
Or the belt line's high. I've seen it. I call it like almost like a bra. It's so high, like the trunks.
So a lot of rapid punches also that they don't count because they're not that hard. They're just like sometimes if you're intentionally doing it, of course they got to count.
Is there anything
else? What else?
Are you allowed to lean on the ropes or grab the ropes when you're boxing?
Yeah.
Because I see fighters do that.
Yeah, but then they tell them not to do it. I don't think you're allowed to grab it. You could use the ropes as much as you want, as long as you're not getting your ass kicked, because the ref's gonna stop it. But if you're using it in your favor, you could use the ropes as much as you want. I think there's more rules. Maybe when it comes to hand wrapping, a lot of not that every state is different, but every time you go to a different state, you got to ask, because some allow the gauze, gauze and tape. Some states allow it. Other states don't allow it.
So in Nevada versus California,
there's some states that allow you to do this.
This goes back to what Abel Sanchez was complaining about Canelo, right?
It wasn't illegal. See?
But he said it was, yeah. So that X, that's all they do?
A lot of states allow you to do this.
That's it. That's the big controversy.
That's it.
What's wrong with that?
No.
Okay.
No. Why the fuck even do it? This shit doesn't, what's this gonna do? It doesn't do anything.
Right.
Some states allow, this is what they allow.
So why wouldn't they allow it?
Well, why even do it? I won't even do it if that's all I'm allowed to do.
What's up, Jose? You saw the big fire outside?
There's a fire?
A huge one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's up?
Jose's getting ready for a big one.
It depends on states. But there's some states that allow, like I said, tape, gauze, and tape. It's not in the knuckle or anything like that. So it's only to protect your hands. I'd rather protect my fighter's hands every fight. And I'm not doing something illegal to where they're going to win a fight. That's not going to help them win a fight.
But it protects their hands.
It protects your hand. Protect your hand, and that's what I'm trying to do, protect my fighter's hands.
And then there's some states that allow you to have a cortisone shot to numb pain, and some states don't, right?
I didn't know that.
No, I'm saying there's different rules everywhere.
I think the rules might be different. Yeah, you just got, like California, you have to get approved.
Pre-approved.
I think it's 10 days before. 10 days before the fight. No, that's this information. This
You can't do it like the week of the fight. Yeah. It has to be like 10 days.
10 days? Does it even have any?
Once it approves, it has to be like still 10 days away from the fight. Yeah.
So it doesn't last the fight night, obviously.
Well, it's awesome. What it does is this helps minimize inflammation. If you have pain from inflammation, you hurt your elbow and there's inflammation, it'll help. It's an anti-inflammatory steroid.
Right.
That's why I tell Fed, it's not the only setback, man. Yes, news, man. I tell Fed all the time, you gotta watch so much information when it comes to boxing because it's hard to find it. When I was a kid, this information and rules and stuff was hard to find. Everybody watched basketball, football, even baseball, even sometimes hockey. The information was easier to find. This information is very, very, very secluded from regular people that don't watch boxing all the time. Now we got the internet. The information is out there, but you got to be willing to want to find this information, understand what's going on. If you're not willing to want to find this information and understand what's going on, you're not going to care. So you don't. Oh, I don't care what kind of hair wrap you're using. Oh, I don't care what kind of. And then you don't care if the guy get knocked out. You don't. You don't care. It don't matter to you because you don't care about what type of hand wrap you're using. You don't care about how the fight is going. You don't care. So the rules of the war doesn't matter to you, but you care who wins. That's ignorant and disrespectful. So that's why I continue to keep telling people over and over again. You gotta watch what you're doing. You gotta watch what you're doing out here. You gotta watch what you're doing. I want to show y'all some more shit. This is let y'all know. You gotta watch. You gotta watch what you're doing. This shit is just not no. Shit's real, dog. People cheat every single day. They do it all the time. Give y'all some content to what we talking about. Just so we just not talk.
Diabetes test.
My name is Joseph Clifford. I'm a coachman of 15 years. So what we're going to do today is cover stacking. Is stacking really illegal or harmful? Should it be allowed in terms of the application of it in a hand wrap? Tape on the skin, directly on the skin, bandage, and then tape. So my question today to you, is it actually harmful? So I'm going to try to answer that today, both as a physical therapist and as a coachman. So basically, as Coachman, what we do is we actually apply bandage first. If we're reading the rule in other states that don't allow tape to be placed directly on the skin, and then we place the tape over the top. Now, the problem is we put a lot of bandage on the hand first before we place the tape, or most people do. And so generally speaking, what tends to happen is as your hand moves, the tape glides over the bandage, like so, okay? Underneath, it moves. This is the reason why applying tape directly on the skin is far more beneficial. Now, again, we're not talking about applying tape directly across the knuckles, stacking across the knuckles. We're talking about stacking and stopping in the mid part of the back of the hand, 1 inch from the knuckles. So my opinion, to be honest with you, there's a reason why physical therapists try to apply tape directly on the skin or use as little underlay or underwrap before they actually apply the tape. The closer the tape is to the skin, the more beneficial it is in terms of stability and support. Once the tape doesn't stack across the knuckles, then in terms of harm to your opponent, it's just an ordinary wrap. What the actual stacking does is actually help support the wrist from ulnar and radial deviation and provides far more stability.
So, y'all, there's a difference. There's a difference. And that's the point that we're trying to make. There's a difference. There's a difference. Like, you know what I mean? What they was caught with, what they was, let's see if we can find footage of this man rapping. I never see this, y'all. I'm watching this with y'all.
Did you hear at all about the hand wrap stuff?
I've been hearing a little. Sometimes it's part of.
I don't know what's up.
Did you hear at all about the hand wrap stuff?
I've been hearing a little. Sometimes it's part of the show just to make a little controversy.
Right.
There's some commissions, some states, some countries that allow certain tape under, gauze and tape. Most of the states here in the United States don't allow it. So
I guess Nevada did for Canelo.
Nevada does, and I think Japan also allows it. So I think that's been who you ask. Do I mind doing it? I don't mind any of my opponents doing it. When I'm in Vegas, I do it because it's allowed to, and I do it. Not too long ago, a few years back, New York allowed tape all the way to the front, over the gauze to cover the knuckles and everything. New York allowed that. I remember doing it with some of my fighters. So it depends on the commission, and I don't think it was.
I have to do my job as a trainer and look out for his.
I would go very slightly. I would go with Fulton.
How do you see that fight, given your insight with him?
If he imposes his weight and stuff and presses on him, I think that he's gonna do well enough to deter and smother his power and smothering and just bullying the smaller guy.
So we know that didn't age well. But y'all, I mean, we about to go for a little run, man. Go for about like 5-mile run, man. I'll keep y'all updated with any news. Make sure no news didn't come out yet. Make sure no news didn't come out yet. I know about it. What about the news? Make sure no news that's broke that we ain't know. We can break it on air. Check it. And then after we check the updated news, thank you for Undefeated Championship. Nothing come out. Errol Spence class. This is the biggest fight in the last 20 years. Okay. Who was the greatest pound for pound boxer ever? Roy Jones Jr. Do a video about that, baby. But all right, y'all, we out, man. Talk to y'all later, man. Have a good day. Everybody. We only got 2 more days. We got 1 more day. So we're getting close, man. Fight down. Fight days here. All right.